Welcome everybody to AEW Collision live from Iowa City, Iowa tonight. We have a very special show for you guys, so if you wouldn't mind leaving a like if you do enjoy the show, subscribe if you're new, because up soon we've got Maximum Carnage, and announced by Tony Khan, the Titans will settle their beef inside a steel cage. No escape, no surrender. Chris Statlander takes on Megan very soon. We have Fatal 4-Way action under the new revolution of AEW. The TBS champion Anna Jade looking for a new champion. This is Fatal 4-Way elimination. Wendy Choo, Tatum Paxley, Thea Hail, and the virtuosa Deonna Purrazzo will all face against each other. Konosuke Takeshita looking to avenge his brother-in-arms, Kyle Fletcher, after Darby Allin put him through a table. Takeshita wins tonight. That international title will be on the line at Maximum Carnage for the Don Callis family. And our main event of the evening, the mentor, the learning tree, Chris Jericho teams with his student Big Bill, who has a big world title match coming up. He will face Kenny Omega and AEW's new signing, Apollo Crews. So we have Fatal 4-Way women's action elimination format. Once you are pinned, you are out the match. No second chances. The last woman standing will be the number one contender for Anna Jay's TBS Championship. And up first, we have Wendy Choo. She's got a flask of coffee with her and looks ready for bed. Well, she best stay awake because this Fatal 4-Way is a grueling match and it's going to last a little while. So maybe she can pause the bedtime festivities and focus on the match, but she looks very awake in the ring now as she awaits her opponent, Wendy Choo, the first entrant. And of course, here comes Chase University's finest graduate, Thea Hail, signed to All Elite Wrestling so she can fulfill her potential. Will she reach a championship stage here tonight? She has an opportunity as she runs into the ring with a megaphone. I'm sure she'll be shouting this Iowa crowd for plenty of support. And look at her, tensing and ready to go. Does Thea Hail look? That sounded like Yoda then. Ready to go, Thea Hail, you look. Nah, no, wait. That's not what I said. Anyways, next entrant. And, oh boy. It's the virtuosa, Deonna Purrazzo. Recently, in the background, has been forming her own faction called Fatal Beauty. Deonna, Mariah, and Harley Cameron delving into their looks and equipping the moniker of Fatal Beauty. What will the future hold for Fatal Beauty? Well, Deonna Purrazzo has a chance here to secure a match against Anna Jay for the TBS Championship. We'll see if she can do that here tonight. And finally, making her way to the ring, probably the female I'm most excited about signing from the NXT roster, Tatum Paxley, is All Elite. She is here in AEW Universe. I'm going to keep Universe mode on 2K24 for a while, at least, as Paxley makes her way to the ring, debuting on Collision in front of this packed out Iowa crowd, probably the biggest crowd she's performed in front of here, as she is ready to take on three other women and see how far she can test herself. Well, she's going to have to test herself very far, because that's three of the best women, up-and-coming talent that you'll see in all of women's wrestling. Thea Hail, Wendy Choo, and Deonna Purrazzo. Who will win this match, of course, has to be won via pinfall or submission. Once you are pinned or you are submitted, you are eliminated from this match. You are gone. It's a last woman standing format. Elimination occurs, pinfall, submission. You go back to the back and let the other three women contest out. And then two, then the qualifier. As we see Deonna in the top left of your screen going after Wendy Choo here in the corner. Thea and Tatum Paxley locking up early on in this match. We're going to see some rivalries unfold from this match. Deonna watching the action on the outside. The virtuous and kind of adopted more of a heel persona now under the Fatal Beauty, as she looks to add some failed with the throw, and she looks to add some foreign objects to the ring. Oh, she's getting them all. She wants to make this match as grueling as possible, throwing a kendo stick in the ring. Two kendo sticks, in fact. She's going to get the whole shebang. The third kendo stick on what Thea Hail has a sledgehammer out of nowhere and cracks Deonna Purrazzo with it. shades of Hunter Hearst Helmsley here on Collision as Tatum Paxley stops that sledgehammer attack. Deonna's going to observe and view like she always does as she waits for an opening. Tatum Paxley in reversal, thrown into the ring. Deonna going to chase her into the ring. Wendy Choo back to her feet on the left-hand side of the ring here. There's kendo sticks absolutely everywhere. Deonna, beautiful hurricanrana on Thea. Wendy Choo seizing that opportunity there. Irish whip there from Choo. Nice move. Belly to belly. Thea's going to take advantage of that, but Deonna does not like being embarrassed. Wendy Choo trying to steal some of my apologies, the Virtuosa's limelight there, trying to hook the leg for a move that Deonna actually performed. Leg drag there from Tatum, and you can see Thea Hail in the headlock, reversed and stuck in the ropes. I hope this is something they fix in the next game. Deonna back to the outside of the ring. She's trying to be as inactive as possible. Trying to get that steel chair in the ring again, but doesn't have the arm for it. She'd be no good on a baseball or a basketball team. Chair thrown into the face of Thea Hail. What an impact straight in the face, and Thea's still... How the hell she reversed that and how the hell she's still conscious is a different question, as Tatum Paxley and Wendy Choo battle out in the ring. Nice move there from Thea. Can Thea eliminate the Virtuosa? Probably, in my opinion, the biggest threat in this match, the most experienced. Tatum Paxley, the most I'm excited for, and reversed. Went to the high rent district and didn't pay her debts, but when you go high risk like that, you risk it all. As Tatum Paxley now going to work on Wendy Choo. Has her in the corner. Thea going to go after Deonna. Maybe not the smartest woman to one-on-one at this time. Another hurricanrana from Deonna. We've seen her use that a lot. Tatum Paxley looks to have Wendy Choo up here for a penta driver. Could she be on a chair to the head again of Thea Hail? We're going to have to get some medical staff out here after this match. Thea Hail took more shots to the head than I've ever seen from a steel chair. It's like Mick Foley. As that Irish whip from Paxley gets Wendy Choo in the corner. Deonna watching on again as Thea Hail comes back in the ring. And we know Deonna's a submission specialist. That's one of her favourite things to do, is make people tap out. She loves to make people tap out as Thea's tossed to the outside of the ring. But gets back in. Nice reversal there from the young Chase University graduate. Been very impressed with her journey in NXT. Of course, joining NXT with Chase University, became a student. Now she's a student of the game. And Deonna and Thea have got a real back and forth going on. But if you look in the top of your screen now, oh wait, you can't. As a superplex is about to hit, and Thea thrown across the ring by that superplex by the virtuosa Deonna Purrazzo. Rolls her up for the pinfall here. Has she got enough? One, no. Shake of the head from Purrazzo, signifying that she's not happy with the referee's count, or she's surprised that Thea still has that much left. Cover here, Wendy Choo on Tatum Paxley. Not sure what happened there. We'll focus on them two for a little bit. Irish whip. Tatum misses the clothesline, and that allows Wendy a chance. Back and forth here. Thea tosses Deonna. What a move from Paxley. That's going to eliminate Wendy Choo. Of course, Thea breaking up the pin. Is she maybe confused with the rules? I don't know. She's a young woman. We've got to give her time to learn and adapt as she goes for a pinfall here. Maybe wants to get the first elimination herself. Deonna trying to make this as grueling as possible. Has steel steps in hand and launches them into the face of Wendy Choo. And she won't be doing much chewing tonight after them steel steps. Probably knocked about 5 of her teeth out. That is not a good look for any human being. And Tatum Paxley going to work on Deonna in the centre of the ring. Thea Hail celebrating her work on the left-hand side of the ring. Has a hook up here. Working on the arm. That'll be advantageous towards someone like Deonna, who right now is about to risk everything, and elbow drop misses. I believe she missed that. But she's straight back to her feet. Thea Hail not allowing Deonna back to her feet here. Scoop slam. Wendy Choo Paxley into the ring post and following it up, and she's feeling it now as Paxley's back to her feet. Some incredible resiliency from these women, getting straight back up. when they get bashed against the fence. And throws Wendy Choo back in the ring, Thea Hail. And Deonna doing a stripping of the desk. And throws Tatum Paxley to the floor. Wendy Choo, steel chair in hand. Of course, not a woman eliminated yet. Shows and is testament to the AEW women's division. As Deonna goes high risk again. What is she going to be thinking this time? Oh, and she jumps and risks everything to take out Tatum Paxley, who I must say I've been very impressed with, as she looks desperate to put someone through that announcer's desk. I don't think that's a particularly good idea because it takes you out of the match as well and cause significant injuries. Nice German suplex to Thea Hail. We've got to get this back in the ring, girls. We've got to try and get a pinfall and get somebody out of here. The Virtuosa kind of realising that as she goes for the armbar here on Thea Hail. Is she going to get it? It's back and forth. Can Thea Hail get out of the armbar? We've seen Deonna beat so many women with this armbar. It's been wrenched in for a while, but the referee and the submission broke up by Wendy Choo, and face plants another submission on Thea Hail here, but it won't count because the referee is down, and Deonna has got a perfect view to see the referee's down. Maybe just trying to make Thea Hail pass out as she turns her attention to Tatum Paxley in the ring now. Irish whip. And we know what Deonna likes to do. She's going to try and end careers. Oh, Wendy Choo breaks it up. Wendy Choo not allowing Deonna to get that move off. Ripping the hair as well. And oh my goodness, pulling the hair out. We heard that when Deonna joined Fatal Beauty, she got new extensions. Well, they've just been left in the centre of that ring after Wendy Choo stands on the hair and elbow drop. Thea noticing Tatum stuck in the ropes again. But Tatum jumps from the top rope and actually hits, but it doesn't have much of an effect. Wendy Choo, wrench of the arm, pulls it back. Thea down to her knees. Can she get out of that? And then the bottom left of your screen, it looks like Tatum Paxley is going to be introduced to the LED lighting on the edge of the barricade. That's not a good place for your back to be. Deonna back in the ring. Thea has her locked up, maybe going for a submission of her own, and does. And it's broke up. It looked like Thea had that wrenched in pretty difficult, and the women sometimes getting confused trying to help each other out by breaking up pinfalls. That's not necessary in this match type. That's not necessary because once somebody's pinned or submitted, then they are eliminated. I'm sure we're going to see elimination start occurring real fast, real soon, as Deonna goes for that armbar again, but this time on Tatum Paxley. Referee is fully aware and to his feet. Is she going to tap? Can't quite get it locked in properly. And Wendy Choo breaks it up again. Some of this pin breaking up might be due to ego. Some of it might be due to confusion. I don't really know, but all I do know is someone has to get eliminated soon. Nice drag there from Thea. Pin on Deonna Purrazzo. Just had a drink. Just letting you guys know. Wendy. That's a sleep hold of the finest variety. And we know that Thea Hail's been in armbars. She's been crunched up by Deonna Purrazzo. She could tap here and broke up again. This time by Paxley. These women really building animosity towards each other. And the steps are in play again as Deonna manages to do a magic trick and throw them through the ring ropes. I'm sure we're going to see them steel steps in action. Kick to the gut. And we've seen this move earlier from Tatum. It's a very impressive move. Penta driver. Going for the pinfall. Deonna, 2 count and kicks out at 2.5. But wait, we seem to be getting closer to an elimination now, folks. We seem to be edging towards tiredness. Like everybody's tired, and beautiful move there from Thea, Wendy. Of course, the goal of this match was to provide the audience with a terrific encounter between 4 of the most up-and-coming women in professional wrestling. You've certainly got that. But I think now we're starting to see exhaust. Oh, Thea Hail going for that finisher, but interrupted by Deonna, who's going to make it about her. 3 amigos on Wendy Choo. Homage to Latino heat here. And the third one connects. That could be enough. And she kicks up to her feet. Surprisingly, she's still got enough energy left. And brings Wendy Choo to her feet. And we've seen this move before. Submission locked in. Wendy maybe the least damaged out of the four. And still to come, ladies and gentlemen, your main event of the evening. Mentor and teacher take on world champion and newcomer. Who will win this fight? Big Bill, Chris Jericho, Apollo Crews, and Kenny Omega. That's tag team action for you. In your main event, the world champion here tonight. We don't see him every week, but it's good to see him tonight. I'm sure he'll put on a display. Will actually be the first time he comes face to face with AEW Royal Rumble winner, Big Bill. So be interesting to see that exchange. We might get a semi-preview of what's to come at Maximum Carnage. Of course, Maximum Carnage coming to you 26th of February. 26th of February, Wednesday, is the Dynamite version. 1st of March for the Collision. Deonna here. Thea's going to tap. Surely that arm's going to break, and we have our first elimination, ladies and gentlemen. Thea Hail. Wait, it wasn't elimination. It was a fatal four-way all along. Oh my god, I thought I'd set it to elimination. Deonna Purrazzo winning the match. And she will go on to face Anna Jay, but I'm so sorry. I forgot it was not elimination. Well, Darby Allin decided it was a good idea to start a feud with the Don Callis family. He's about to find out exactly what the price he has to pay is as he faces Konosuke Takeshita here, the AEW International Champion. Punished by Tony Khan, said that if Darby is to lose this singles match here to Konosuke Takeshita, Takeshita will be granted an international title shot at Maximum Carnage. And yeah, here we go. They were never going to let it lie. Darby Allin too cocky, and Takeshita attacking Allin on the ramp. Of course, the title's slipping down the side of the ramp, and Don Callis watching over his other student's work here. We know that, fortunately, Cal Fletcher on the shelf for a number of months after that attack from Darby Allin. So, unfortunately, Takeshita's the one that is picking up the pieces for the Don Callis family. Darby Allin fighting back a bit here on the ramp. Can't imagine Konosuke Takeshita's too pleased about his brother in arms being taken out. We're going to see him go for Darby Allin here. Headbutt there. And a beautiful forearm there from Takeshita. We need to get this match in the ring. This match is scheduled tonight. It is sanctioned. So fighting on the ramp's going to do neither man any good as we look to contend. And Allin slamming Takeshita on that ramp. And that is not like the ring, ladies and gentlemen. That's not like being scoop slammed on the ring. That's like being scoop slammed outside on the street. That is solid metal. And now brainbuster. There's got to be a concussion in there. And he's telling him to get up and come on. The belt hangs off the edge, and Allin forgetting about the belt. Don Callis watching every move. Surprised we haven't seen him try to get involved. You know how he always likes to make it about himself. And reversal. And what the hell is Takeshita going to think here? What is he going to do? Throws Allin into the barricade. And oh my goodness. Russian leg sweep about it to hit into the barricade. Allen's back bounces off the barricade and Takeshita folds the arms. And looks really pissed off, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get this match in the ring. Darby finally got the jacket removed. And Irish whip across. And Takeshita waits in the ring for him as he says, "Get out of here." Of course, Takeshita will need to win this match via pinfall or submission. Darby, very impressed. Nice, beautiful move there from Darby. Of course, Darby trying to start things that maybe he couldn't finish. Trying to cash checks that he just can't handle. As he faces Takeshita in one-on-one action here. Don Callis at ringside supporting and making sure that nothing untoward happens here tonight. Takeshita getting Darby back to his feet. Irish whip now into the corner forearm. Takeshita a little bit more decorated and experienced than Cal Fletcher. I'm expecting a lot more asserted performance from Takeshita than we saw from Fletcher. Beautiful missile dropkick from the top rope there as Takeshita building momentum in this Iowa crowd. Alongside him, Bulldog there from Allin. Turns the tides a little bit. Takeshita rolling to his feet and Allin going to that place that maybe he went to last week when he put Fletcher through the table and using his body as a weapon, taking Takeshita to the outside of the ring. And we've seen that plenty of these two guys outside the ring. They'll be wanting to get back in the ring as he bounces the skull of Takeshita off the ring apron. Darby Allin, another punch there, and kicks and punches and fists and feet and everything you can think of he's using. Anything you can use on your body, limbs, joints, head, ass, he will use it to beat you. And that's just the sad truth as he goes for that tornado DDT, moves around, and that's a jawbreaker to Takeshita as we're going to potentially see a count out here, ladies and gentlemen. And Takeshita jumps to his feet, saying he's not done 9 on the clock as well. 9 on the count. Takeshita gets back in the ring. He's had enough. Powerbomb. Surely this does it. Last ride. And Don Callis throwing a kendo stick in the ring, allowing Takeshita time, and knee to the face. Could do it. Could do it. He's going to bring Darby back to his feet. I think he's going to punish him. Looks like he's going to punish him. Allin going to the top rope here. And Takeshita on him like a wolf, trying to take him down, and oh my goodness. We're going to see a giant-sized superplex here from Takeshita. He's going to take out Darby Allin and earn that international championship slot here. He's going to win that. The whole goddamn thing, ladies and gentlemen. He's trying to break Darby Allin here tonight. Of course, if he does win, he will be going to Maximum Carnage against Darby Allin. And now beating the living daylights out of this young man. Of course, Darby Allin has achieved much in his AEW career, teaming with the icon, the franchise Sting. But now he's on his own, AEW International Champion, beating Jay White. And there is no way on God's green earth Takeshita's going to let this go to count out, as he jumps off and then double axe handle to the back of Allin. And you have to wonder, with every punch that he throws, with every grab that he completes, Kyle Fletcher will be on his mind when he's inflicting the pain. And Blue Thunderbomb to Darby Allin could be the beginning of the end. Takeshita, Callis to the edge of the ring, and trying to use that turnbuckle, but Callis did strip it and back into that raw steel as Takeshita's giving him a beatdown, an Iowa beatdown here tonight on Collision. And look at and Allin, cockiness but caught, and snaps the neck. He went for that move, got too cocky, and Takeshita senses the end. We've seen this put away many a man. The suplex. Is he going to get that international title spot? Yes, he is. Your new #1 contender, folks. Konosuke Takeshita. He absolutely beat the living daylights. Oh, he's not done here. He's not done here. We didn't think he'd be done, did we, ladies and gentlemen? You've won the goddamn match. Neck breaker to the mat. We know Darby Allin's had a history of neck issues. Oh, no. We do get Don Callis didn't get that kendo stick out for no reason. And decorating and painting Darby Allin's torso with red marks from that kendo stick. This is just the beginning, ladies and gentlemen. These two are going to face off again. What the hell is going to happen then? I guess we'll find out at Maximum Carnage. Well, it's your main event of the evening, folks. Student, mentor, Royal Rumble winner, champion. It doesn't really matter here tonight, as Big Bill teams up with his mentor, the Learning Tree, Chris Jericho, Wwe 9-time world champion Chris Jericho, first ever All Elite Wrestling world champion. And he's here tonight to, in his words, help. We know that Jericho has taught Big Bill, claims that he taught him to win that Royal Rumble, even though he was in it. He always wanted the best for his students, and big task here for Big Bill, because even with Jericho in your corner, Kenny Omega is the cleaner. He likes to make sure that he does clean up when he wins matches. And of course, he's joined by Apollo Crews, and Apollo Crews, very difficult opponent for any competitor, because he is so athletic for his size and strength. It's scary, folks. So athletic, so impressive, and we're going to see a lot from him here tonight as he makes his way to the ring, donning his AEW attire. What will Apollo Crews offer to All Elite Wrestling? We're about to find out, ladies and gentlemen, right now, as the cleaner and your AEW World Champion, makes his way to the ring for the first time since he defended this championship. He is back. He will be at Maximum Carnage where he faces that man standing outside the ring, Big Bill, which a never seen before match. Should be an interesting one. David versus Goliath. But of course, Kenny Omega a lot more experience in the main event scene than Big Bill. As we're underway, tag team action, Jericho, Big Bill, Apollo Crews and Kenny Omega. Of course, Jericho will be watching his student as straight away goes for a fall-away slam on the newest member tonight of the AEW locker room. And he grapples and throws Big Bill into the corner. Of course, a win for Apollo Crews and a bit of experience with the champion is never a bad thing on your first night in a new promotion. And Big Bill takedown to the champ. And we're about to see a sign of what's to come here at Maximum Carnage. We see Big Bill, and now he's bringing in Apollo Crews and maybe trying to prove too much to his mentor, because despite the fact you've got the strength, Bill, that's still the AEW World Champion that you've got in the ring, and now he's starting to realise that. Omega signifying the guns, loaded and ready to shoot. That's never a good sign, folks. Suplex in. We've seen him do this move before. Beautiful. Beautiful from Omega. Could have done enough of teaching Big Bill a lesson here. And of course, Jericho will be proud of his student winning the Royal Rumble, but sensed in that promo that he did last week a little bit of undertone there. So I wonder what that meant. Of course, wanted all the thanks to go to himself as Big Bill, full Nelson slamming. That's set 8 feet in the air as he goes to tag Jericho. No, he doesn't. He goes to the middle rope, and he's going to use that as an option and goes to tag Jericho here. Oh my God. We should have known by that promo and the history of Chris Jericho exactly what's going on. Why he abandons his student to be left to the wolves here, and this is not good. Big Bill going to have to fight 2 men. And not just any 2 men. The world champion and one of the potential best up-and-coming wrestlers in All Elite Wrestling. This is a mountain. And if you thought going to Maximum Carnage and beat Kenny Omega was a mountain, well, this is a valley. This is an entire cliffside. Because how the hell is he going to win this? As Apollo Crews starting the beatdown, obviously distracted. But the question is, why, Chris? Why? Why have you abandoned your student? Of course, Jericho may have built the learning tree and maybe teaching people, but sometimes cannot forget the history of Chris Jericho. He feels underappreciated, like he doesn't get the respect that he deserves for everything he's done to the business. Hook of the leg here from Apollo, but Big Bill showing he's still got some fight in him. And he does still have some fight in him. Goes after Apollo Crews here. Sidewalk slam. Now he's going to go after Omega. Of course, Big Bill winning the Rumble, much to everybody, all the viewers and my surprise. Chokeslam here. Goes for the pinfall. Will he have enough? Not even a 2 count. Jericho abandoned his student so early on in the match that he's got so much to do in order to win this match. So much. And nice move there from Apollo. He's going to take it to the outside of the ring. I don't really think this is necessary, Apollo. Bouncing Big Bill off the apron and Big Bill escaping. Of course, Big Bill, handicap match now. Odds stacked against him and even stacked against him at Maximum Carnage. So can't imagine what the betting companies would say for a bet on this match right now. Another chokeslam to Apollo Crews. Have to say he's held his own against Apollo, but then you've got to imagine that you've got a fully fresh AEW World Champion, unbeaten World Champion at that, and big boot by Big Bill. Could be enough to put away Apollo, just trying to get a pinfall and get out of this match, but Omega is going to get involved. It's not his fault that Jericho left. And Big Bill going to chase Omega here. They're going to bring him into the ring. Big Bill, and the numbers game. The numbers game is too much. As Apollo pounds down on Big Bill and that skull, of course, Jericho abandoning his student. It's disgusting, really. He should be fired. Maybe he will get fired, but I'm sure that Big Bill, the last thing he wants is controversy in his own camp when he's got the biggest match of his entire career coming up in a couple of weeks' time. Of course, there will be some fallout from this, I imagine. I'm sure Big Bill won't lie down and be happy about this. He'll be fuming. Set up for tag team action to what he thought with his mentor he would have a good go at doing. And Apollo Crews, of course, still a long way to go in his career. You can see he's still quite naive. And another shot to Kenny Omega. Maybe signing to Kenny, you know. I'm the man. Forget about what just happened. Sidewalk slam to Crews. Could we be about to see Big Bill pull off the shock of the century? No. Big Bill. Still got enough to kick out there. Big clubbing blow there from Apollo. And Apollo Crews, oh, he's going to bring in the champ. A hurt, destroyed Big Bill. He's going to go one-on-one with the champ. As Kenny Omega, Irish whip into the corner. Runs himself in there. And of course, many people don't in a one-on-one action, like we'll see at Maximum Carnage. Kenny Omega is the massive favourite in this scenario. And I would agree. Tag Team Apollo doesn't want to add salt into the room. Usain Bolt celebration here from Apollo Crews. Don't know what he's celebrating about. That's one man in there. And he might be a giant and he might be traditionally more strong and bigger than a traditional human. But he's still just one man. Now Apollo bringing him back to his feet. What could Apollo Crews be wanting to do? Irish whip into the neutral corner for what was supposed to be a tag team. Jericho abandoned his student. Disgusting behaviour. Of course, we'll probably hear from the Learning Tree. We've heard that Renee Paquette has caught him on his way out. And we're going to have an exclusive interview with Jericho answering why he left. And could Big Bill be about to pick up a victory here? And he's celebrating. Goes for the pinfall. And Omega's there. And Omega's not going to let him win the match. No matter what the numbers game is, it's pride from Omega. Now Big Bill sensing the end. And a shoulder tackle taking down Crews. Crews jumps to his feet. Maybe Crews wasn't as done as he thought. And Apollo Crews. Cruise control. And that's enough, ladies and gentlemen. He's had enough. Crews 1, 2, 3. And it's no surprise there that the two men won that match. But we're going to go hear from Chris Jericho now because this is a disgrace. Of course, Big Bill's meant to be preparing for the biggest match of his career. Yet he's lying on his back at the lights, confused to how his master could do this. So after what's just gone down in the ring, we're here with Renee Paquette. She's managed to catch Chris Jericho. Let's see what they have to say. Chris, everyone just saw what happened. You walked out on Big Bill in the middle of the match, leaving him to fend for himself against Kenny Omega and Apollo Crews. The question on everyone's mind is why? Why, Renee? You really got to ask, why did I walk out? Why did I leave Big Bill alone? It's simple. Because I wanted to. Because I could. And because he deserved it. You know what the problem is? People forget who Chris Jericho is. People think I'm just some mentor, some wise old learning tree passing knowledge down to the next generation like I'm some kind of relic. No, that's not the case, Renee. I am Chris Jericho. I am a legend. I am the first ever AEW World Champion. And Big Bill, he got comfortable. He started believing in his own hype, started to think he's the man just because he won the Royal Rumble. But let me ask you something, Renee. Who brought Big Bill to this level? Who gave him that platform to rise? Me. I made him relevant. I made him dangerous. I made people pay attention to him. And the second he got his golden ticket, he forgot who got him there. Tonight wasn't an accident. It was a lesson. A wake-up call. Because now, Bill, you get to see what life is like without Chris Jericho holding your hand. No more guidance. No more mentorship. No more learning tree. You'll make it to Maximum Carnage, huh? Congratulations. But now you must stand alone. No more mentor, no backup, just you and the reality that you are not ready.